What'd you do?
Nothing.
What do you mean nothing?
It broke.
Well, it wore. We can't say that it broke, it wore. But anyways, it wore and it's broke. So, what we have is a stack wagon here, the HD4SR bale scoop. And if you can see, I can pick this whole entire thing up. The hinge right there behind underneath that pin has broke out of that beam there on both sides. Now, a couple years back, I welded that pin in place because, I don't know, because I was in a hurry. And usually when you do things in a hurry, they're not the right things, but whatever. So, Tim, you got to get a grinder on that thing, and I will pop that pin out and get it repositioned and welded back into place. So, I figured I'll take you all along for the ride. Right, Tim?
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so I got Tim to lift it up, and this is the problem. You can see that has just completely broken out of there. Now, if we continued to use it in its current condition, it would just continue to break apart, this here. And I believe that's what's happened on the other side. It's actually broken out. These chunks here have broken out the end of this tube. So I'm going to smack that back with a hammer, and I'm going to lay a weld in there. Nice good heavy bead. I'm not going to use the MIG welder for the simple reason is it doesn't have penetration. Enough penetration, to me anyway, it doesn't. So yeah, so I'll get that all welded in the top, and then of course on this side I'm going to have to weld as best I can, which is just on here. Then I'll have Tim lift it up and put the he'll lift this up, and then I'll weld the bottom face of this too, and you'll see that, right, Tim? Mm-hmm. God bless the wicked. Well, it ain't pretty, is it?
No.
Well, it don't have to be pretty. It's just got to be functional. I'm gonna start zapping here. Come in, like a helicopter. Oh, you know what we need to do there? We ought to run some grease into it. Anyway, yeah, because it's cooking my... Look at that. Oh, no.
Melted it.
Yeah. It melted it. Shit. Well, that screws up the whole damn joint. I guess I should have took that off before I started welding, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well. Well, we'll just slather it full of grease before we get started. So anyway, here, let me show you what we got here. Let me take that off. As you can see, it had broken out there. The other side is worse, but we got bigger problems with that one. So what I've done is I've actually welded on the inside, and I've welded on the outside, and this piece here is pretty well ready to rock and roll. But I think what I'm going to do, now that I've destroyed my hose here, and I have destroyed the hose, there's no use to it, I'm just going to put a grease zerk in there. So get a wrench on that. It's going to take about a 9/16 inch and a grease zerk out of the kit, and we'll just put a grease zerk in there, and we should be able to get on to it. Right?
Yeah.
Alright, so actually what we should do is right here is actually take this piece here out, this whole thing, and see if we can get an angled grease zerk on it. That's it. Take it all out of there. If we put an angled grease zerk onto the upside, or yeah, the upside, because I can't get it to the downside because when it's open. But anyways, yeah, it's hot. Yeah, go ahead and stick a grease zerk in there, an angled one, like a 90 degree. This one here, I tried torching that weld out of there. Still a little warm, but yeah. So you can see up in there how this one is busted out. Well, what's happened is, because this was no longer a free-floating pin, it seized up on that shaft, or that shaft seized up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get Timothy to open this thing up as far open as he can, or, oh, I got a better idea, Tim. Yeah, I got a better idea. What we'll do is we'll actually take this pin here out, and then this here will flop all the way open. I can get the welder in there a little better.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You got an angled one?
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, and then angle it to the top side, and I think with it all the way open we can get at it. So Anyways, yeah, so that's what we're doing. You're going to need 7/16. Is we're just working on this thing, trying to get it to together. Now, so that it functions properly without failure. I can't stand failures, especially if it's a preventable thing. A lot of times you get into a job like this and you know, it's like, oh, okay, so we're hauling ass and we're moving, and then all of a sudden you get something that you couldn't see fail. Well, you can't help that. Well, we knew that this was happening, so we decided today was the day to fix it. I'd have done it yesterday, but it was my birthday, and I get pretty grumpy on my birthday, so... Right, Jim?
You were really grumpy.
I don't like my... You know what? You know what the problem with my birthday is? I don't like the fuss. Happy birthday is more than enough. And, but whatever. Don't fuss over me. Right, Tim? Yeah, okay. So, anyway, he's going to have that tight and facing to the top, which is good. You might as well take this the hell off of there. It ain't doing me any good. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and take that pin there out. Or we just pull this pin. This pin here would probably be easier. I don't know. No, I think this one. Anyhow, no matter what we do, we're going to get that pin out of there, and we're going to work on this with this thing being still in position. Right, Tim? Okay, so here we go. Okay, so we've got this one here done. I'm going to leave that thing unwelded in hopes that it'll break out of there, but we do have it welded in here. As you can see, I welded a plate inside there. I couldn't get it on film, but it's now taking grease, and I put a piece of metal across the top, and I welded it really good on both sides of that. Now I can't get that pin out of there until it wears, so at least we got it freed up from the center piece. Now what me and Tim are going to do is actually just put this back together. I got grease all over my hands, but you know, hey, par for the course. Okay. Okay, so now we've got a grease zerk that won't take grease. This guy right here. So it's a bit of a pain in the ass, but if you got the patience or the time, I'm going to need a 3/8 inch ratchet wrench there, and Tim will pop that zerk out of there real simple. I think it's 3/8.
5/16.
5/16? You got one of them? Cool. So because of the hay and all the dust and dirt that this thing deals with every day of its existence, they have a tendency to plug up. So what Tim's going to do is go get that little picker thing, wherever I put that, and I'm sure, you see the picker thing? I think I had a straight one at one time. Yeah, somehow I had a straight one, but it got missing. So you take your little picker thing, and you get in there, oh yeah, and that is just totally packed with junk.
Dirt.
Yeah, might need a grease. No, we don't need a new zerk. We don't need a new zerk.
Well, that one's plugged up too.
Okay, alright, get a new zerk. Okay. Sometimes when that stuff doesn't work, you get a small drill bit. Let me put this back where it belongs, in there. You get a small drill bit and you just drill it out, which Timothy generally has a healthy amount of drill bits for his little drill gun. You got any drills?
No, they're all broke on me.
Alright, hold this. Huh. What do you see? This is probably the most deadest drill I've ever had. Now, what are you sticking a thing in there for? I ain't got it out yet. Ready? Huh. Man, is that dead. So you got to drill through the dirt, as you can probably not see it coming out of there. Because this drill is so incredibly dead. I think Tim did it.
I think there's another battery in there somewhere.
Look. Just dust. Dust. Ah. We're through to something shiny, so we're good. So Tim will put the new zerk in there. Go ahead, put the new zerk in there real quick. It's there.
I know.
It's going to take a smaller wrench because it's a different size, isn't it? Yay or nay?
Yes.
Yeah. So he's going to have that in there. Looks like you burned the hair off your hands, Tim.
No.
I wonder why. What have you been doing? Cooking meth?
No.
Anyway, you haven't been cooking meth?
No.
Well, how are we going to support our habit called farming? Oh my God.
Yeah, it's like the police officers at the Kingwood Station watch us.
Watched us do what? Cook meth?
No, they watched us shoot the snow off the roof when I went to go get them fire on my beef carton.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He said, "How's the shooting the snow off the roof?" I'm like, "How do you know that? I watch your videos."
Yeah, so they know I'm armed and dangerous. Well, what do you got? The wrong size again? Hey, you know what? I think a pair of ice grips might do that. It's the Necromancer, Mr. Tim. They watch our videos, huh? Well, I guess we should probably edit out the cooking meth part. Yeah. We're a bunch of drug abusers. Yeah, I don't think so, Tim. What are you looking for? Wow, the language. Hey, Tim, do you have a criminal record?
No.
I didn't think so. Hey, did we get sued by an insurance company?
Yes.
No.
No?
No, we didn't get sued by an insurance company. They filed a lawsuit against us because the insurance company, our insurance company, didn't pay out, correct?
Yes.
That's right. So, when the lawsuit went out, the payment got mailed, and no, Timothy does not have a criminal record. But why? Oh, why was the insurance company suing us?
Because of the accident,
What accident?
the tractor accident.
Yes, the tractor accident that me and Tim, actually, Tim was in. I wasn't there, correct?
Yes.
Hey, you don't have to take that out. That one works perfect.
Oh, it does?
Yeah. You see the grease squirting out the side?
Oh.
Yeah, okay. So anyway, let's see if we can get some grease in that. Tim, you hold
Tractor
the...
story again?
What tractor story? The accident?
Yeah.
An old man ran into Timothy on the 7810, am I correct?
Yes.
And what did he do to the rim?
Bent it backwards, like took this and bent it back.
Yes, he did. And what happened to his car?
Mangled.
Yeah. John Deere versus Ford, what was that, a Crown Vic?
I think so.
Yeah, Crown Vic. What happened to it? Crown Vic was mangled. So anyways, that's why there is an insurance company that was attempting to sue me for, I think, a little over $8,000, which was no big deal to me.
$8,125?
Yeah. Yeah, $8,125. Which, you know what? I'd have paid it if my insurance company wouldn't have covered it, but they came through. They came through and paid for it, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. I actually knew the guy that hit Timothy. He was the janitor up here at the school, Mr. Izzo. Hell of a nice guy. It's just he's 89 years old and shouldn't be driving.
No. I mean...
He never even hit the brakes, just plowed right into Timothy. Just plowed right into him. But anyways, doesn't matter. Get some grease in there. Come on. No. All right, hold the gun. Hold this. Not the gun, the camera. Anyway, I shouldn't even have to explain myself on that one, but because a certain douchebag has brought it up, and there's some other things that he brought up that I'm not really in the mood to talk about.
What, the guy on YouTube?
Yeah, the guy on YouTube. What's his name?
I don't know.
I think it's Know-It-All.
Mr. Know-It-All.
Mr. Know-It-All. He knows it all. He knows how to be an asshole. But we won't mention his name because you know what? It's like in Harry Potter. You don't mention the name because it gives him power. So there's no need to mention his name. He knows who he is. He's a dickhead. He's a Richard Cranium. But anyway, I think we've had enough LOL tomatoes today.
Yes.
Oh wait, Mr. John Kennord, which is the same person. Pretty clever, but not really, because people that talk to themselves, I don't know. What do you think about people that talk to themselves?
I think they're idiots.
Oh, there you go. Right from Tim's mouth. He thinks you're an idiot. Yeah. So anyways, that's enough for today. I think we're greased up and ready to rock and roll. Let's see if we can break this thing.
Nope.
No? Oh!
Oh man, what a day!